Hey Owen, this is Mrs. Skoglund, just giving you a little bit of feedback on your summer assignment. And so most of this video I'm going to talk through the L-directed thinking question that you starred, but I'll mention a few other things throughout the project as well. So just going to kind of go through the big things I was looking for. To start, I looked at your topic sentence, and ideally with a topic sentence we want something that answers the question. Looks at the question, doesn't just repeat it, but also is somewhat concise. And I think you were kind of on the right track here. Like, I think you got half of the question, so you answered what IQ was, but I think to really answer the question, you would have also needed to maybe at least preview what EQ is. So really make sure, this is going to be important when we look at AP prompts later in the year, make sure you're really answering the entire question. Okay, so I thought that was something that maybe we could have improved on your topic sentences, and I noticed that a few other times as well. I did, however, think that your concluding sentence was really nice, and you kind of got to it there where you were like, so the most important difference is that IQ is left brain, EQ is right brain, and I thought that was a nice way to sort of sum up the answer to the question in a concise way, so that was really good. Next, I looked at evidence, and I thought that you did a pretty good job of selecting evidence throughout. I think the thing I got a little hung up on was just when I was reading it, typically when we're embedding evidence, we want it to feel just super smooth, like it just kind of rolls in right with your own writing. And we're going to talk about that in the next few weeks. But when I was reading yours, it just felt a little bit choppy and awkward. So let me read this second one to you. So it says, like IQ, EQ also has an SAT-styled exam. Professor Robert Sternberg calls his test the Rainbow Project. So do you kind of see how almost like those feel like two separate sentences? Like you have your writing here and then the quote, and really when I read it out loud, they don't really go together. So we want to work on revising that for sure. The next thing I looked at was commentary, and I think for the most part in this paragraph you had some pretty strong commentary, and I liked how you sort of provided additional insights that the book was providing. So, obviously Pink is saying that the EQ exam, the Rainbow Project, is pretty valuable today, and so I liked how you tied it into that. I did think in some of your other paragraphs, your commentary could have been a little bit more direct in tying the evidence back to the question, so we'll want to make sure we do that. And then finally, I looked at good job on internal citations, so those looked correct. And then actually I'm going to go up. On your art-directed activities, I really enjoyed reading your interview with your dad. I think it's really cool that he's a chef. That's awesome. I am totally one of those people who, like down here you talked about Gordon Ramsay, and I totally just like watch Food Network and like Chopped and stuff like that to kind of, when I'm just chilling at home and don't want to have to think about much, I totally turn that on. So that kind of cracked me up. But yeah, it was just really interesting for me to read about this, and I hope you found it was interesting to talk to your dad about that. So just a little bit of feedback for you.